Good afternoon, ISC fans, and welcome to the 2025 ISC World Tournament. It's the ISC 2 championship game here at Caswell Sports Park in North Mankato, Minnesota. Blair Setford, Joe Todd to bring you this one. Out on the field are the home team, the Midland Explorers. They're undefeated. This is a rematch of the winter bracket final. There's a great look at Caswell Park. 24 degrees Celsius. It's been a beautiful day. The humidity has dissipated, and we are ready for a championship game. Mac Mulvey, Métis Richevy, and Aiden Yard, the first three batters for the Giants. First. Joe, this has been a really competitive ISC2 bracket, and these two teams have worked their way through to the championship game. This is the third straight championship game for the Georgian Bay Giants, playing out of Wyerton, Ontario, up in the Grey Bruce Peninsula. And it's actually, Joe, about a 5-hour drive from there across the border and over to Midland, Michigan in central north Michigan. How's that?
Sure, that's pretty close. Georgian Bay coming in with a 5-1 record, with the Midland Explorers with their undefeated 4-0 record.
Mac Mulvey comes in batting .385. Chases this pitch from Valen Mata upstairs. Defensively for the Midland Explorers, Paul Miklovic is out on left, Jesse Cornell in center, and Manny Mendham is in right field for the team from Michigan. Tony Wark, Owen Lukens, Jordan Sherman, and Shane Wark around the infield. Valen Mata and Preston Sherman behind the plate for Midland. Métis Richevy from Czechia. This is his second season with Georgian Bay, and Joe, this is his third season over here in North America, the third time he's played in the ISC2 championship game. The first time was with Pueblo Bandits when he won it, and he was the newcomer of the year that year. And then the last two, he's been with the Georgian Bay Giants, and hoping that for the Giants at least, it's the third time the charm.
Yes, they've been a bridesmaid the last 2 years. They're trying to knock off the Midland Explorers.
Aiden Yard to the dish, tied for the tournament lead in RBIs. Aiden batting .250, but 7 runs batted in. 1 double and 1 home run for the 3-batter in the Giants lineup. Change up and a good one from
Andy
Valen Mata. You would expect nothing less. And Joe, if you did not know this young man's name, all you would need to do is watch his pitching motion at the hip, brings it down, the lean. It is classic Mata. Waymel and the older brother, Lucas Mata, who was elected to the ISC Hall of Fame this week. He'll be inducted next year in Kitchener. Valen is a much younger cousin.
Think he went to the Mata pitching school?
Oh, you could definitely tell he went to the Mata pitching school. There is no question about that whatsoever. In on the hands, and down goes Aiden Yard. Already 2 strikeouts for young Valen Mata. Wade Kiwajishig, batting .429, coming in. 3 RBIs, 6 hits, a double amongst that collection. He's also got 5 innings pitched. He started yesterday's winter bracket final between these two teams. He went 5 innings. And that's going to get almost up the middle. What a great play by Jordan Sherman, diving at the last second to intercept that. And then the backhand glove toss. Let's see this one more time. Owen Lukens with the barehanded grab to boot. And just in ahead of the sliding, Aiden Yard running for Métis Reichshavi.
Great stretch by Shorten. Shut down that inning.
Called strike 3, the outside corner. They weren't out of that. Yeah. High in the air, Viavazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain. The gloves fly. The celebration is underway. Well, here's the batting order for the Midland Explorers as we go to the bottom of the first inning here in the ISC 2 championship game. Jesse Cornell, Preston Sherman, Tony Wark, Ballin Mata pitching and bats in the cleanup spot. Manny Mendham, Jordan Sherman, Owen Lukens, Shane Wark draws into the lineup, and Paul Miklovic in the 9 spot for Midland. Defensively, for the Georgian Bay Giants, Enzo Sharamontes in left, Mac Mulvey in center, Aiden Yard over in right field. And then around the horn, Hayden Hellier, Andrew Van Boekel, Wade Kiwaji-Shake, Troy Barfoot. On the mound, it's Taiga Onishi, and pitching to Métis Reichshavi.
Midland Explorers, one of the few teams not to use a designated player this week.
Kyle, I'm going to talk about Kyle. That's why I said that. Not that I thought you were Kyle Smith. I'm surprised, Joe Todd, that they did not list Kyle Linton as the flex player here on
And then
the lineup.
suspend them.
And then suspend it.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to bring Kyle Linton into the game, now you have to do it as a pure position switch.
Yeah,
so I don't know whether that's some oversight or maybe they changed it at the plate. But the lineup card that we got did not have Kyle Linton listed. Just 9 starters. Onishi in with a strike. And Kyle, he's a guy who's a first-year player too. I did it again, didn't I? Holy Lord, love a duck. It's been a long week. Joe, you're Joe. Yes, you are Joe. You're not Kyle.
Roommates
You're
all
not
week.
even similar in size. Yes, we've been together nonstop for 1,000 hours this year too. Whew. Reset, Blair. In tight to Jesse Cornell. Jesse Cornell, Joe, impressed the both of us yesterday. I thought he had a whale of a game in that winter bracket final.
Made a couple of amazing catches in center field and is a great stick up at that leadoff spot.
He was in the mix. The first couple of runs that Midland scored came directly as a result of Jesse Cornell getting on base and being driven in by Tony Wark.
Made a great grab on Mac Mulvey, the leadoff play in that game.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Jesse Cornell on strikes. Joe, the other point I was going to make when I called you Kyle for the second time running was that Taiga Onishi is a first-year player here in ISC, and he's had quite the debut.
Yes, been extremely great, really strong on that mound. He's been the workhorse for the Georgian Bay Giants this week.
Taiga Onishi comes in with 18 innings pitched for Georgian Bay. This is strictly ISC 2 stats. A 1.5 ERA and 3 wins, 30 strikeouts. This one is laced out to right, and coming in to make the grab is Aiden Yard. A nice catch out there by the young man. Aiden is also, Joe, a member of the Toronto Batmen U23 team, what we used to call junior in Ontario and in Canada. And they won the Ontario U23 eliminations a couple of weeks back. They'll represent Ontario at the Canadian U23 Championships. That'll be held the last week of August in Kitchener alongside the Canadian men's and the Masters men's.
Anybody still need a fastball fix, get down to Kitchener.
So Tony Wark to the plate. Tony, the subject of one of the great player profiles that our good friend Brian Aratis did this week. Brian has become our traveling companion this week. Joe?
Yes, done a great job. Communications manager, done it, keeping those updates on social media just flowing, doing game wrap-ups, getting the next game's promotions out, next game schedules. He's been a man of many hats this week.
And we're happy to have him with us as we've borrowed him for the week, Joe, and I use that term liberally. We borrowed him for the week from Softball City. Although I see him answering a lot of phone calls from around the world, consulting on things too. Onishi, a little tap on the chest, saying that was my bad. That pitch didn't go where I wanted it to go. 3-1 to Tony Wark. And that is chopped foul. Midland 4-0 getting here to the championship game. They beat the AHI Reapers 6-1. Outlasted the Bar Buzz 9-8. A big 8-1 win over the Grass Valley Greens. And then yesterday's 4-1 win over the Giants in the winter bracket final. Floats in a changeup. And Tony Wark down on strike. So 3 up, 3 down go the Midland Explorers. Bottom of the first inning. Scoreless through 1. We'll go to the top of the second here in the ISC 2 championship game. Blair Setford, Joe Todd, just getting underway.
Dreamcatcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Just getting underway here in the ISC 2 championship game. Blair Setford, Joe Todd with you on Softball Premier TV and the ISC network. Joe, it's been a long week. Witness the gaffes on my part, certainly in the first inning. We'll try to do better.
Buckner's had a great week at the plate. Also playing a lot of first base, too. When he's not DPing, he's at first base.
Adam Buckner, 5 for 16, 455, 6 RBIs, just one off the tournament lead, a couple of doubles, a triple, and a home run. Joe, 4 of his 5 hits for extra bases.
Big clutch hits. Big power hitter.
Well, he had a grand slam in their win against the Lacey A's. We'll give you the Giant scores in a minute through the tournament, but you and I were watching that game over our shoulders up here the other night, and that was a 2-2 ball game late in that ball game. All of a sudden it was 6-2, and there was a lot of cheering coming from the Georgian Bay side. Like Rishavi, Another player from Czechia, Adam Buckner, second year with the Giants.
Great
Swings
drop ball.
through that one, a real good looking drop ball from Valen Mata. You see this pitch just fall off the table. Andrew Van Boekel. Joe, you described it just outside of downtown Innerkip, where Andrew is from originally. And we've played a lot of ball games in Innerkip, Ontario over the years, and look forward to getting back there one day.
Yes. Very soon, we hope.
Well, they got a fabulous 3-diamond facility for men's ball. They got 4 diamonds there in total, but one of them is only minor league size, minor ball size. But a terrific facility in Innerkip. Punched out to right. That's going to drift and get out of play down the right-hand side. Hopper out to Sherman, and toss over to Wark at first. So brothers on the corners, Joe Todd.
Tony Wark and Shane Wark. Both doing a good job.
Hayden Hellier, the man behind the curtain, Joe, for the Georgian Bay Giants. He does a lot for this team. He put it together a couple of years ago. Their first appearance 2022 at the Ontario Challenge Cup that year in Oswego, Ontario. And Hayden has helped to grow this program. He has found players like Taiga Onishi, Yuya Yamawaki to come over and play. Has found Buckner and Rishavi.
Enzo
Sharamonte from Argentina. And has built a really nice program. They play locally in the Blue Water League up in the Grey Bruce Peninsula in Ontario. Like I said, they play out of Wyerton. And they've got a community of sponsors. This is really a great example of how to put a ball team together.
Thank you, Hayden Hellier, to help us grow the game.
Yeah, we talked yesterday, Joe, about the Midland program. They used to play out of Curry Stadium, and just a terrific park. Was put together by Arthur Curry, who was one of the founding executives of Dow Chemical. And Curry Stadium, sadly, no longer in existence as the erosion from do you remember the name of the river, Joe?
No, I don't. Sorry,
no, I don't either, yeah. But the erosion from the river flooding into the park area over the years was too much for the structure. It had to be taken down in the very recent past. But hosted a couple of ISC World Tournaments, a couple of ISF World Championships, USA softball events over the years, a WBSC U19 event that Joe, you and I worked at back in 2016.
Pretty sure the Explorers. Go ahead.
Well, that's a little looper out to Owen Lukens at short. The Explorers, a great program through the 90s and early 2000s. They were on hiatus for a few years and then brought back more recently. And it's been great to see Midland, Michigan represented again here in the ISC.
Let's talk about a local one-stop shop. Live Well for Life is just that, a fitness, nutrition, and therapy facility all under one roof. Located at 3878 Wellington Street in Mitchell, Ontario, you can get so much done in just one visit. A full complement of staff on hand include chiropractic, massage, and personal training to get you back to your healthy self. Find them on the web at livewellforlifeinc.com or give
Live Well for Life, a proud sponsor of the broadcast program.
Bottom of the second inning for the Midland Explorers, 4-5-6. Valen Mata, Manny Mendham, and Jordan Sherman. The pitcher, the right fielder, and the second baseman. Joe, we remarked yesterday because Wade Kiwajishig started that game pitching for the Giants. He's at second base today. But you had both pitchers batting in the cleanup spot.
Don't see that very often.
Have not seen that in ages. Valamata punches that one out to right and aboard with the first base hit of the game for the Midland Explorers.
Good punch there by Mata. Good bat speed coming through there.
Manny Mendham. Joe, we've had two tremendous ball games already on this diamond. Bear Creek Express, 2-0 winners behind an outstanding pitching performance from Ty Sebastian. Ty, 11 strikeouts, a tidy 3-hitter. 2 solo home runs, one from Cody Panabecker and one from Leger Pinto, and that was enough to make winners out of the Express. That's bunted foul by Manny Mendham. Jack Besgrove just went 3 innings for the Gremlins, gave up both the home runs. Kuba Osichka came on in relief and was flawless through 4 innings. And then immediately prior to this one, a tremendous ball game between STK and JDT. We were calling it the Alphabet Cup. Guess who did it again, Joe? Aleo Choco Munoz.
He's had a great
tournament. Oh, my
tournament.
gosh. He's dominating this tournament. He's up to 5 home runs and 15 RBIs. You know what the records are? 6 for home runs, 17 for RBIs. He might get both.
He wants his name in that 2026 guide.
Well, I think he's already got a couple of spots. I'll tell you that. Last night he had 2 home runs. One of them came in the bottom of the 10th inning as STK 5-3 winners over the Ostrander Norsemen, the local host team. Joe, that was a phenomenal ball game last night.
Just an excellent. Just dump. Offense, defense, great pitching. What more can you ask for?
Oh, it had everything last night, and it had everything and a little bit more this afternoon. STK ranked number 8. They're into the Final Four. The Final Four are set on the ISC side. Hill United Chiefs, Northeast Drillers. They're going to play in the undefeated game right after this one, after the ISC 2 awards ceremony. We'll bring you that one here on Softball Premier and the ISC Network. Following that, we're going to go home and go back to the hotel. Tomorrow, we're going to bring you Bear Creek Express and STK. That'll be game number 1. Game number 2 will be the winner of that matchup. We're taking on the loser of tonight's game between the Chiefs and the Drillers.
All that action starting at 9:30 a.m. Central Time.
Bright and early for all of us, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Set your alarm, set your coffee maker, and get set for a tremendous day of fast pitch softball tomorrow on Championship Saturday. But we've got some business to take care of here today. First, that's going to get out of play on the right side. Jordan Sherman at the plate here with one down, and Valen Mata still over at first base. Great to see, as much as we're going to miss the Gremlins on Championship Saturday, Joe, and they've been there 14 years in a row. As much as we're going to miss the Gremlins on Championship Saturday, I think it's great to see a new team like STK, just their second year on the tournament circuit. Benny Stick-Wickway has done just an absolutely great job of building this team, bringing in certain players that can complement the lineup that he's got in place. And what a pitching staff. Juancho Pepe only had a couple of innings pitched, and the rumor had it at the ballpark, at least on the STK side, as Onishi comes in with another changeup, and he sits down Jordan Sherman. Boy, he's got a real good array of pitches, Joe.
Yes, got a complete arsenal there. Throws that great curve to that right-handed batter. Just curves right in and breaks.
Just to finish the story in STK, the rumor was they were actually hiding Pepe a little bit. Jorge Segura had done a great job for STK.
Well, as you mentioned, like a new team's making that. It's just great to see a new infusion of new blood coming in and helping our game just generate some more interest. We were in BC last year for the World Tournament, and STK have picked up on that and followed us through and come to this year's World Tournament and done extremely well.
And they've had teams go to the Canadians the last few years too, as STK. Scott Life has also done a fabulous job pitching for Benny Stick-Wickway's crew.
Segura's there too, right?
Yeah, Jorge Segura. Striking out the side after the leadoff single by his pitcher counterpart, Taiga Onishi has 5 strikeouts already through 2 complete. We're going to go to the top of the third, still searching for our first run here in the ISC 2 championship game. All right, I guess we should talk about
how confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data, and they know it. With Armitage Technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business.
Joe, want to give a shout out to one of our favorite ballpark friends, Benny Moncrief, back in the Peterborough area. And he's been tuned in with us all week. Always a pleasure. Troy Barfoot, Enzo Sharamonte, and then back to the top of the shop for Mac Mulvey. Joe barely getting a rise out of the flag is the breeze at the moment. It's a tiny bit right to left, but not much right now. It's a just beautiful day here at Caswell Sports Park in North Mankato. We've had a wonderful, wonderful week here. We've worked our way down to Friday. One more day to go here at the 2025 ISC World Tournament.
Great pitch.
Yeah, he's got a changeup developed like few others, and at the tender age, I think he's just 20 years old too, Joe.
And the whole part of that, he doesn't change his motion at all. Just great release point.
Well, you talked about the Mata pitching school down in Argentina. He definitely has gone to school on how to make the ball move. Barfoot chases upstairs, and he goes down on strikes. Fourth of the game for Valen Mata. Enzo Sharamonte. Joe, you called him a Swiss Army knife the other day because he can play the infield, he can play the outfield, handles the bat well. He's batted at the top of the order, the middle of the order. He's at the bottom of the order this week.
Just a great guy, too.
And a super individual indeed.
Good, great personality.
Well hit out to left field on the run. And foul. We are completely obscured, folks, down the left field line, so we don't even get really a great camera shot looking through the metal roof of the dugout here.
Well, I got a chance. We'll do the umpires. Tom Keller at the plate from St. Cloud, Minnesota. At first base is Thomas Lohnart from Hamburg, Germany. And at third base is Abel Chapa from Escobedo, Mexico, our international team.
I was just about to say an international crew here for the ISC 2 championship game. Chasing into the dirt, Sharamonte will make Preston Sherman do a bit of work to get him. 2 straight strikeouts for Valen Mata, leading off the third inning.
Got a little competition going on between these two pitchers to see who's going to get the more strikeouts.
Well, they're doing the bulk of the work right now, that's for sure. Mac Mulvey, who was down on strikes in the first, will get his second look at young Mr. Mata.
Both of them have 5 so far.
I was kind of chuckling with Greg Neidick a little bit earlier. He was saying, so Valen Mata could win the championship in ISC 2, and the way he's going, well, Mata might win the championship in ISC. It could be an all Mata affair, and Lucas elected to the Hall of Fame.
Yes. Sure there's some celebration going on in the Mata family.
Now, Valen, the cousin, is what we understand. Line shot, but right at Owen Lukens. 3 up, 3 down go the Giants here in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom. Still looking for our first run. Scoreless between Georgian Bay and Midland.
How confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data. And they know it. With Armitage Technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business.
Welcome.
Shane Wark and then Paul Miklovic, 8-9 in the batting order for the Midland Explorers. Then we'll go back to the top for Jesse Cornell. Valenmata in the 4 spot, the only blemish on the scorecard for Taiga Onishi at the moment. Valenmata had that single leading off the second. 5 strikeouts and a line out. Well hit to deep center and gone! First pitch, Shane Wark gets into one.
Big, strong upper body of Shane Wark driving that ball over that center field fence for the first run of the game for the Midland Explorers.
He gave that a ride, Joe Todd. High and deep and gone. Did not wait around to see anything else from Taiga Onishi. Paul Miklovic. Hard to follow that one up.
Yes. I'm sure the Midland Explorers would love to see it, but Georgian Bay Giants, not so much.
On to first in time to get Paul Miklovic.
Top of the order for the Midland Explorers now, the center fielder, Jesse Cornell. Jesse went down on strikes back in the first.
And chases outside.
All even at once.
Right now, Joe, a little bit of a similar pattern to yesterday's game.
Oh, great movement on that pitch. He even fooled the catcher.
Yeah, that was a real nice drop. Got right through Rishavy, too, who is a very good receiver, it has to be said. Outside corner down on strikes goes Jesse Cornell. Second out of the inning, and second time Jesse has been caught on strikes. Preston Sherman at the plate, lined out to center field back in the first. And this one is driven out to right, and that's going to fall in foul territory out of the grasp of Aiden Yard. Some action down in the bullpen for Georgian Bay. Joe, I'm trying to see if I can get a number, but obscured by that rooftop. You won't be able to see him. I tried that earlier. I was halfway hanging over the fence, and you still can't see past the rooftop. Good idea, but our vantage point does not give us a lot of access other than directly to the infield. Well, there you can see a lawn chair. Down on strikes goes Preston Sherman. We'll see if we can do some more detective work and find out who is warming up in the Georgian Bay bullpen. We'll let you know when we come back.
Do you need a reliable supply of products to run your business? Are you tired of having to deal with multiple suppliers to get everything you need? Absolute Business Supply is your dedicated, full-service business supply partner offering over 400,000 products and unmatched customer service. At ABS, we aren't just selling products. We offer a commitment to building meaningful relationships with our customers, getting to know your business goals so we can provide the best possible solutions for your needs. Find us on the web at absolutebusinesssupply.ca and let us
That one is fouled out of play. First pitch here in top of the fourth inning. And Joe, we think it was Adam Buckner, the designated player, warming up for the Giants.
Pretty sure that's the only guy I know that's got really long legs.
Well, he is a big, tall individual for sure. Haven't seen much of Yuya Yamawaki, Joe, and I wonder if he is
must
injured.
be hurting. He must be hurting because he wants to be on that diamond.
He pitched very well in last year's ISC tournament. Was the Jamie Boyd Newcomer of the Year in ISC 2. One and two to Métis Rishavi. And a little bleeder, but that's foul, just foul down the left side.
Métis has great control of the bat, though. Just he can reach out and get that pitch on that outside corner of the plate, and just great back control, going after, chasing that ball, willing to go the other way with that ball.
And pulls this one, reached out and hooked it foul. Rishavi came in batting .333, 5 for 15 in the ISC part of the tournament. Drills this one to left. That's going to get down for a base hit. He's 2 for 2 in the game, Joe.
Tough out at the plate.
That's going to help his average for sure. Aiden Yard now came in tied for the RBI lead. Turns and squares, pulls back on the rise ball from Valen Mata. And again, squares, gets it down. Mata, the only play is first, and he gets it over there in plenty of time to get Aiden Yard. And a good sacrifice bunt here in the fourth inning.
Great execution by Yard to lay that ball down, to soften it off with that bat, and then good wheels going down that line, advancing Rishavi to second base.
Wade Kiwajishig grounded into the fielder's choice in the first. And looks at a Real nice changeup. Boy, he's got a good changeup at his age.
Just floats.
Foul back out of play. Joe, a lot of members of the Waterdown Hammer Legends squad have come over to take this one in. Kiwajishig chases upstairs, and much to his chagrin, he's got the bat on his shoulders, not too happy with chasing that pitch up and out of the zone.
6 strikeouts now for Mata.
Kiwajishig will go run for Rishavi. And Adam Buckner at the plate. That one misses upstairs.
That 2 out for the catcher rule is mandatory at the tournament. It helps speed up the game so the catcher can go back, get his pads on, get his glove ready, so we can get that game proceeding at the end of the inning.
Downstairs to Buckner. 2-0, a good hitter's count here to come. Snap throw down and hand on the base. Plenty of time is Kiwajishig. 3-0 to Buckner.
It's 12:15 at the midnight hour in Chechia right now. Sure, we got lots of followers with us.
The party's just getting started in Prague, Joe. I can attest to that.
Me too.
You've been there too, yes. Andrew Van Bokel grounded out to second. Fouled straight back. Drilled in and out of the glove, literally knocked the glove off of Valen Mata, had the presence of mind to reach down, get the ball out of the glove, and throw a strike to first. Just when you think you've seen it all, watch this.
Great eye-hand coordination there.
I've never seen that, Joe. Knock the glove right off of the player in all my years.
This business was opened in 1965 by my father, Ned Mattiosi. Could have walked in here 25, 30 years ago and seen just about the same thing. The process of making this suit takes about 6 weeks. It goes through about 12 or 13 hands as it's moved along the line. It's an old-time place. Making stuff from scratch here in the city at a reasonable cost. It's a very personal type of business.
Joe, it's been Tony Wark who's been hitting the lion's share of the home runs and driving in a lot of them for the Midland Explorers, but it's his brother Shane who is the difference maker right now. A big, big home run in the bottom of the third, leading off. That's the game's only run so far.
Tony got beat by a changeup first time through the order in the first inning.
Multi-hopper out to Van Bolkel, over to first. Valenmata, he's got the only other base hit of the game for Midland. A single, was stranded at first back in the second inning. Those are the only two blemishes on the board for Taiga Onishi, Joe, right now. Off the outside corner. And that's like a little cue shot right off the end of the bat.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Gonna have to chalk up for that one. Foul tipped off that rise ball.
Joe, just a quick mental calculation. We've got 4 continents and 5 countries covered in this game. North America, South America, Europe, and Asia. Japan, U.S., Canada, Czechia, and Argentina.
Great to see that much exposure, though. It's just spreading around. And it's not just 1 or 2 people either from all those countries. Jim Flanagan helped us out with that world map or world listing of all the participants from different countries earlier in the week. Thank you, Jim.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 down in the inning. Out to first, and a nice play by Barfoot to scramble back to the bag. 3 unassisted.
Good hustle by Mata going down that line. Just didn't take nothing for granted.
Young legs, Joe. He can move. Took something off that one. It says 76, but that looked like he really dialed it back just by eye. Mendham got caught looking in the second. Chases the rise ball here, and he's deep in a hole, 0-2. Called strike 3 in the outside corner. 3 up, 3 down go the Midland Explorers in the bottom of the 4th inning, Joe. We're going to 5. Early starting to get a little late for the Georgian Bay Giants as they want to get back into this one. Only a 1-0 lead, but you don't want to hang around at that score too long.
A metal roof lasts a lifetime. Thousands trust Metal Roof Outlet to install stylish, stone-coated metal roofing that looks just like traditional shingles. Make a smart and worthwhile investment for your home with Metal Roof Outlet. Contact us through metalroofoutlet.com to get a quote for a roof replacement anywhere in Southern Ontario. Because when you trust Metal Roof Outlet with your roof replacement, it may be the last time you ever replace your roof.
Hayden Hellier to lead off for the Giants here, top of the 5th. And Joe, Hayden doesn't have much longer on the clock.
Thousands trust Metal Roof Outlet.
Got an airplane ticket booked for tonight.
He's got the last flight out of Dodge. He needs to be back in Ontario for tomorrow morning. Only reluctantly leaving the area is Hayden Hellier. He texted me before the game and said, "Can you believe it?" Hayden comes in batting .417. He's 5 for 12. Strike on the outside corner.
Mata really picking those corners. Doing a great job. Great control.
Hellier rung up by our home plate umpire, Tom Keller. Troy Barfoot, Enzo Sharamonte, 8-9 in the order. Need to set the table for the top of the shop, Joe. Down here at the bottom, not a lot of action.
Be nice to get a base runner there. Need a spark plug for Georgian Bay Giants.
Trying to bunt his way on, but that is going to reach the screen. Breeze picking up just a little bit. Blowing in or across right to left. And that goes off the glove to the screen. Waited on the change, but he hit it a mile up in the air, and coming in to make the grab almost on the edge of the infield was Paul Miklovic.
Ran a long way for that ball, but called it and shook the shortstop and the center fielder off. Good communication by Miklovic.
That was the Hayden Hellier replay. Sharamonte at the plate. And he comes up early, Joe, from Argentina. Boy, the second it must hit fall. Enzo's on a plane to Ontario for our spring. Don't think that pitch was what
No, I think
Preston Sherman was
little
looking
communication
for.
gap
He's
there.
absolutely headed out there to find out, what are you throwing that I'm not calling? Keller right out there with Preston Sherman. Thought he was going to turn around and be surprised that Keller was right at his hip. Two down here in the 5th. Sharamonte, the 9 batter. In for a strike from Mata. Pretty tidy, just 64, 65 pitches now here in the fifth. Fouls that one back to the screen.
People helping us identify the river going through the Curry Stadium. Tittabawassee River. Thank you to Roger Swanton for that assistance.
We just hit the 60-minute mark, Joe. We're here in the fifth.
Doing good.
I don't want to jinx it, but
No.
the other night it took 45 minutes to play the first.
I don't like to say anything at all. I just like it. The speed of the game, this game.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Enzo Sharamonte. Second time tonight down on strikes. We'll go to the home half of the fifth. Midland Explorers hanging on to this 1-0 lead in the ISC 2 championship game.
Welcome to Mont Hill Golf and Country Club. With our beautiful 27-hole golf course open to the public, we work tirelessly to ensure your time with us is second to none. Well, here you'll be able to enjoy an incredible dining experience at our very own Big Pete's Steakhouse. Play some of the best courses in the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulators. Upgrade your gear with the top brands at our pro shop, or host a stunning wedding, event, or conference inside one of our beautiful ballrooms. Learn all this and more at monthill.ca. We can't...
Jordan Sherman, Owen Lukens, and Shane Wark for the Midland Explorers. Joe, just 2 hits in the game for the Midland Explorers, but the big one, Shane Wark, a home run leading off the bottom of the third inning. That's the difference in the ball game right now.
And the first pitch, too, of that inning.
Upstairs to Jordan Sherman. That diving play he made in the top of the first, what an outstanding grab.
Defense wins.
Jordan Sherman, Joe, 2 for 9 coming in. Couple of RBIs. Two and one pitch, ground ball to Troy Barfoot.
Good play by Barfoot to square his body up in front of that ball, get down low.
Yeah, this is old school defense. Down on one knee, get the body in front of it. Don't let that bounce by you in any way, shape, or form. Textbook. Owen Lukens to the plate. Strike on the inside corner. They ask, and yes, he did, says Thomas Lonard, our first base umpire.
One of the 2 international umpires, both of them on the field today. Both first-time umpires at the ISC World Tournament.
foul back into the screen, too. There were 3 first-year umpires at this year's World Tournament. As you said, Joe, 2 of them out on the field. Great to welcome the international umpires, too, with the opportunity to see top club tournament in the world.
The other one being Brian Sonic out of State College, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Brian, for joining us.
Called strike 3 to the outside corner. Lukens down again without getting the bat off the shoulder. And whatever you threw to Shane Wark first pitch last time, don't call that one again.
You better have made a good mental note.
They come in with the drop, I think, this time. And there's the changeup that gets floated in and unable to hold up on that one. Off the outside corner. And swing and a miss. They get Shane Wark this time. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for Taiga Onishi and the Georgian Bay Giants. Got to get the sticks going, Joe. You're down to your final 6 outs.
Got to stay aggressive with those sticks. Get the
Dream catcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Métis Rishavi and Aiden Yard. Joe, you where you want to be for your final 6 outs. Boy, you got to get something going here. He has been really good tonight. Rishavi has a couple of hits. A walk to Adam Buckner, but that's been it.
Mata with 70 pitches so far in the game.
Drilled by Mulvey, way back and gone! A home run for Mac Mulvey, ties this game at 1.
Great punch, great follow through by Mulvey. Bringing those arms through and tied the ball game up.
A line shot to center right field from the bat of Matt Mulvey. And we got ourselves a tie ball game, Joe. We talked about, boy, you got to do something here down to your final 6 outs. Mac Mulvey makes the most of it.
Mac Mulvey must have making some notes on that bench of pitches that he got beat on and said, I'm gonna be better this time.
Rishavi slashes this one, but it's foul down the left side. He went out, Joe, onto the opposite corner and just hooked that foul.
Great start for this top of the 6th inning.
Valenmata looking in for the sign, and that one goes the other way. Cole McDougall is looking backwards down at Rishavy. Fair territory, young man. Hit it in fair territory. Cole's dad, Pete, is in the third base coach's box for Georgian Bay. Cole been in and out of the lineup, and I wonder, Joe, if maybe there's a bit of an injury or if they've just opted to go with a couple of younger players.
I would think so. I think that's the call.
Rishavy down on strikes. They get him retired for the first time this afternoon. Aiden Yard put down a real nice sacrifice bunt back in the fourth. And a strike to the inside corner, not to Aiden Yard's liking.
Not his pitch. Okay to lay off. Now you got to protect the plate, though.
Yes, he did go around, says Thomas Lonart, and I think so, Joe, from our vantage point at least.
Mm-hmm. Great rise ball there by Mata.
Yeah, I think so. Watch it again here. Yeah, I think so. Wade Q-G-Shig. Joe, that home run by Mulvey, just the third hit of the game for the Giants.
Mata had done a good job containing them.
And Rishavy had the other two. Both were singles.
Got 8 strikeouts to this point. Just the one walk back in the fourth inning.
That one is way up in the air over on the left side and falls down on top of the dugout. Joe, I've got 10 strikeouts for Valenmata.
That's correct.
Up and into Q-G-Shig. Straight back to the screen. Oh, I think Wade would like that pitch back. He walked away unhappy after his last at bat in the fourth.
He just missed catching the barrel on that one.
Down to third, Tony Warwick. And over to first. We got ourselves a tie ball game. Mac Mulvey, a line shot home run. And we're tied at 1 in the ISC 2 championship game. Joe, one of our new sponsors, Westdale Health, and let us love the veggie bowl there. Catchy tune, too.
Yes.
We want to thank them for coming on board as a sponsor here on the ISC Network and Softball Premier TV. And all of our sponsors, we really appreciate you enabling us to bring the ISC World Tournament to a global audience. And it truly is global. We've been tracking the numbers, and we're up over last year. We really do. Thank you for being with us here all week from Caswell Park in North Mankato, Minnesota. What a fabulous facility here. Brad Walsh and his team have really looked after us. And I think, Joe, this could be someplace we would definitely come back to.
The grounds crew here is just an immaculate job.
All the players have talked about how nice this facility is. Bunting, and that is pulled right out of the air. He's not even going to throw it around. Taiga Onishi's like, no, this one is mine. Oh, now he is. He jumped on that quickly. Miklovic trying to bunt his way aboard, but to no avail. Top of the shop here, rather, Jesse Cornell. Had a good tournament going for Midland. It was, for the most part, Joe, honestly, it's been the Jesse Cornell and Tony Wark show for the Midland Explorers. Jesse Cornell came in batting .545. Well, that's going to come down a bit with a couple of strikeouts, but still, you bat over 500 in the tournament, you're having a good week.
Yes. And that he is in that leadoff spot.
Swing and a miss here, but a real good young ball player, and I know I say that a lot, but there's this next generation of players that are coming through, and Jesse Cornell is somebody to keep an eye on.
Great to see.
Line shot right back up the middle, and he continues to hit the ball well here in ISC 2. Preston Sherman in the 2 spot for the Midland Explorers.
Time has been called. Pete gone out on the field. See how his pitcher's doing. Onishi with 72 pitches so far in the game. Both pitchers around the same mark, in that 70 to 80 mark.
And that one is fouled back by Sherman. Onishi squares to bunt on the move. Rishavi with the strong throw and safe. Van Boekel was only able to get the tag on the leg, Joe. Cornell, who runs really well.
Great toss, too.
Yeah, the toss was just on the other side of the bag,
Yeah.
and Van Boekel had to reach around to try and put the tag on him, but could only get it on the leg.
Great slide.
Already on the bag, Jesse Cornell. That could be big. Chasing out of the zone goes Preston Sherman for the second out. And do you walk Tony Wark here, Joe? Do you just put him on and go after Valen Mata?
Well, I think if I was doing some advanced scouting, yes, I would. I don't know if they've been doing that.
I'm sure they have. I'm sure they saw what Tony did to them
Last
other night.
Yeah.
Last night. That was the difference in the ball game, really, was the 2 RBI singles that Tony Wark had to score Jesse Cornell both times. This exact situation.
Pulled the ball over the shortstop way, the left-hand side of the infield.
It was after the rise ball. They're going to ask, and no, says Thomas Lonart. Called a strike on the inside corner. They got him looking in the first and then grounded out to short in the fourth.
They beat him on a changeup back in the first, so we'll see if they took a mental note on that.
And there was the changeup. Joe took something off of that one. You see it down to 63. And Tony Wark fouled that off into the screen. Well, they're up on him, so you might as well go get him now. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe you give him a pitch or two, and if you fall behind, you just put him on. There's no sense taking your chances. But you're up 1-2. Just be careful.
Well, he's followed up by Valenmata, who's been hitting the ball.
Oh, a snag by Van Boekel, kept it on the infield. And now they've got him hung up, and Métis Richevy. No, they're going to argue, is that obstruction by the catcher Richevy? But that's, I don't know, Joe.
Oh.
I don't know. He turned around to spin, and Richevy was standing in his way, but it was a bang-bang play. Oh, boy. This is going to be really interesting because if it's obstruction, he gets home plate. Standing right there, shoulder to shoulder. Here you see it. Now, he's way out of the baseline there. They throw to Richevy. And right in the way is Hayden Hellier. Craig Scott is out having the conversation still with Tom Keller, but I think they've ruled that this is an out as all of the Giants have made their way off the field. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and give you the rest of it. There you see it again. He's trying to get out of the way. Boy.
Great play by Van Boekel to keep it in the infield.
A metal roof lasts a lifetime. Thousands trust Metal Roof Outlet to install stylish, stone-coated metal roofing that looks just like traditional shingles. Make a smart and worthwhile investment for your home with Metal Roof Outlet. Contact us through metalroofoutlet.com to get a quote for a roof replacement anywhere in Southern Ontario. Because when you trust Metal Roof Outlet with your roof replacement, it may be the last time you ever replace your roof.
There's John Gwizdala, the new pitcher. John Guizdala, some national team experience, Joe, over the years. Another guy who coaches softball for a living. Hard-throwing, tall righty. Joe hasn't pitched much this week at all.
Yeah, been hardly seen out on the mound. I think this is only his second appearance.
Well, he's pitched in 3 games, but
three
he's
games?
only got 3 innings pitched.
This
4
is
strikeouts in those 3 innings.
This is their sixth game.
Joe, lost in that whole debate about whether or not that was obstruction on Hayden Hellier was the phenomenal play by Andrew Van Boekel to get a hold of that ball, and then the smart play to go to third, not try to make a desperate play at first.
Just keep the ball in the infield.
Guizdala misses outside and low to Adam Buchner. And there you see it again. That's the defense from Van Boekel. And just very alertly over to Hellier, and then again. And I guess, Joe, you could make the argument that maybe he should be protected going back to third if that's where he was going. I know you and I thought maybe he would get home plate, but potentially just protected back to third would be an argument for Midland there. But call's been made, it's been discussed, and it's now in the past. Buchner, Van Boekel, and Hayden Hellier, if he can stay that long. I heard there was a hard stop at 6 p.m. for Hayden Hellier, but he might get his at bat and then get a pinch runner. And I don't know, Joe, whether he's flying locally or he's having to drive down to MSP.
He's still in the dugout.
But it's an hour and a half to MSP. He's going to get there and walk on the plane. Outside, ball 4 from Guizdala to Buchner. Puts the potential go-ahead run on base with a leadoff walk. Joe?
Leadoff walks will come back to haunt you. They'll score 66% of the time.
And we've got a runner coming on. Number 29, Ryan Smith, on to run for Buchner. Andrew Van Boekel.
I'm sure we'll see a little ball here.
Oh, without a doubt, they will be bunting here.
Andrew handles the bat really well.
Undoubtedly not bunting
Nope.
are the Georgia Big Giants. Maybe you were just going to give him a swing or a strike. And puts it down here, and it's a real good one. They're going to have to hurry and save.
Foot off the bag.
The foot off the bag, calls Thomas Lonart. Well spotted, Joe. Let's see this again. I was partially obscured, so I didn't catch that, but let's see. Maybe. We're obscured there by the mesh, but not sure that the foot was off the bag. Hayden Hellier is quickly making his way down to the plate. 5:59, Hayden Hellier. You might be swinging at the first pitch. Undoubtedly bunting here, I think.
I would be, yes.
I'm pretty sure he is, just the way he's handling the bat. And swinging away. And chopped through the infield. Hayden Hellier is going to put his team ahead. Here's the throw, the plate at the plate. And out at the plate. What a great throw by Miklovic.
Great toss there by Miklovic. Right on the money to Preston Sherman.
Smith did all he could to try to get around the tag. Here's the throw. What a great throw by Miklovic. From the edge of the infield, it's in the air. It makes it easy for Sherman. And nothing else that you can do. Hayden Hellier will give way to Cole McDougall. And a couple of great defensive plays here, Joe, we've seen so far. This ISC2 championship game living up to the billing of a true championship game.
Defense wins championships.
Troy Barfoot, 0 for 2, struck out swinging and then flied out to short left. Miklovic plays, Joe, a very short left, too. I'm just seeing where he is located right now, and he is halfway in. Compared to his counterpart out in right, Manny Mendham, he's 15 feet shorter than Mendham.
Well, with the left-handed batter, too. A walk and 2 singles so far in this inning.
And don't forget a runner cut down at the plate, too. That one misses down low from Guazdala. John is doing contortions out there trying to see the signals. He was bent over to his left at one point and then peering in. Can't get the call from Preston Sherman. Now he's got something he likes. Don't forget there's a runner out at second trying to do the same thing, pick up the signs. And that one's upstairs to Troy Barfoot. In for a strike. 3-1 now to Troy Barfoot. And 3-2. That looked to be right down Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
Barfoot taking all the way.
And make him throw a strike on the full count.
That's a little flare, and running to make the grab is the shortstop, Owen Lukens, who went a long, long way over to his right.
Great grab.
Some real good range by Owen Lukens to go get that ball. I don't know if that scores a run, Joe, but it certainly loads the bases, if nothing else.
Well, potentially.
7-8 steps to go get that. He might have had a play at third because it didn't look like Van Boekel got very far
No.
off the bag.
Oh, it just went out. He couldn't go too far.
Enzo Sharamonte. Pair of strikeouts. Strike on the outside corner. Sharamonte looking to get off the schneid and get his team out in front for the first time this game. They trailed through the first 5. In the 6th, Mac Mulvey lined a home run, and Sharamonte, Joe, would love to turn over the order to Sharamonte, or to Mulvey. Got him. Oh, just got the hand back.
Yeah.
I thought they had Van
Yeah.
Boekel. I think the tag, Joe, was on the elbow, and
His hand reached
the
in.
hand was on the bag. He got way off. That's the daylight play. Yes, exactly that. The tag on the elbow and the hand on the bag.
Preston Sherman, good arm there.
Van Boekel's heart rate just got back under 120. Poked out to right, but that's going to go foul out of play. Sharamonte just trying to protect at the plate, 0-2. And that one is well off the plate. Van Boekel gets a running start and very quickly was scampering back to the back there, Joe. You got to be careful. You do not want to get picked off to end an inning. Guizdala trying to work out of this jam. Already had a runner thrown out at the plate. And this one misses downstairs and gets through the legs. Van Boekel slides into third rather, head first. No throw from Sherman. That did not go very far, Joe, but just enough for Van Boekel.
Van Boekel was off the bag a couple of steps, so he was willing to take that chance. He read it well. Picked up that extra 60 feet.
Yes, he did, but boy, you don't want to get thrown out trying to steal third there either. Heads up base running. Upstairs from Guizdala. I think, Joe, we've only seen, one or two runners score on a pass ball or wild pitch here because of the kick off the pads or especially off the mesh. It's very difficult. It's got to kick somewhere. Called strike 3. Sharamonte watches it go by. Georgian Bay Giants strand 2 in the 7th. We'll go to the home half. Midland Explorers, an opportunity to walk off a championship.
Welcome to Mont Hill Golf and Country Club. With our beautiful 27-hole golf course open to the public, we work tirelessly to ensure your time with us is second to none. Well, here you'll be able to enjoy an incredible dining experience at our very own Big Pete's Steakhouse. Play some of the best courses in the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulators. Upgrade your gear with the top brands at our pro shop, or host a stunning wedding, event, or conference inside one of our beautiful ballrooms. Learn all this and more at monthill.ca. We can't wait to see you soon.
Valenmata will lead things off here in the 7th for the Midland Explorers. 3 for 13, but he's got 3 runs batted in, including a home run, Joe. Can hit the ball out of the yard.
It's a good stick. Onishi with 11 strikeouts so far in the game. 79 pitches.
I was just about to say, just about to be the 80th pitch. This one is lifted up, short left, long run. That falls in. Mata around second, slides into third as the throw finally gets in. And Joe, that ball landed fair and then kicked all the way to the fence as Sharamonte had to run over there to go get it.
Just a punch over the outfield, taking the ball the other way. Kind of hit it out to the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, Joe, this is the situation that Ostrander Norseman essentially found themselves in last night. Now, they did not put the next 2 batters on, and they lost on a walk-off. I think this is a no-brainer. You got to put the next 2 guys on automatically, especially when you don't have to throw the pitches. No? Am I out to lunch?
No, not totally.
Well, thanks for your vote of confidence.
The only thing I was thinking about is that Mendenham and Sherman just haven't done anything with that ball, the next 3 batters. I just wonder if that's what they're reading. Yes, I understand your strategy, and it makes it a lot easier to play on the infield, and then you're going to have to play your outfield as the strength of the ball coming into the home plate.
Well, they freeze the runner at third, and Manny Mendham grounds out to first, so that's an easy play for Buckner, who's now at first. Troy Barfoot has gone, no, that's Sharamonte. Where did Barfoot go? So Sharamonte is in now at third.
Did Barfoot go to second,
I wonder
replacing Hellier?
Well, Sharamonte has come down for that. Cole McDougall's in the outfield, so Barfoot effectively becomes the DH.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you need to bring the outfield in more, too?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like,
you got to make sure you could throw them out at home plate.
I don't think you're going to throw him out from center or left.
Yeah.
Yard is in and right. Foul back to the screen. Jordan Sherman at the plate. He'll be followed by Owen Lukens. I mean, not that there's been many hits at all in this Midland lineup, but the bottom, other than the home run by Shane Wark, only been 3 hits in the game.
Sherman's been late on these pitches, so he should be sharp on that right side of the infield.
Fouled off at the plate.
Good pitch by Onishi. Possibly a drop ball. Want to keep that ball in the infield. Don't want to keep that ball up in the letters where he can potentially drive a fly ball.
Yeah, I think you got to stay down here, drop, drop, drop. Maybe work the change in, depending on how you feel about that. But you said he's been late, so don't speed up the bat. Well, definitely late. That one's laced down the right side. 3-2 full count to Jordan Sherman. Game-winning, championship-winning run is over at third base. Change-up, swing and a
Great
miss.
Great
Ballsy pitch, a ballsy pitch there from Taiga Onishi.
His 12th strikeout of the game.
Owen Lukens now will get an opportunity to win the game and the ISC 2 championship for the Midland Explorers. Swing and a miss at the rise ball, and Onishi trying to work out of the leadoff triple and strand Valen Mata over at third.
Onishi put a little more pepper on that pitch.
In for strike 2 on the outside corner. Great location from Taiga Onishi. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Great
Taiga
job.
Onishi works around a leadoff triple and comes back with a pair of strikeouts and a ground out to send this one to extras. So the lead.
Peligro Sports provides the essentials needed to give your team an edge on the field. Our brand is rooted in creating a unique experience tailored to the specific needs of your team to ensure your performance is at the best level to execute plays. At Peligro Sports, we rally behind our athletes and understand their fight to take their game to a dangerous level. Visit our store at 2200 Amsterdam Avenue in New York City or see us online at peligrosportsnyc.com. Thanks to
Well, Joe, the last time Mac Mulvey was at the plate was the 6th, and he tied the game with one swing. Now, in ISC 2, we use the international tiebreaker runner. So out at second base is Enzo Sharamonte, who runs well. In for a strike to Mac Mulvey.
Professional ball, they're calling that runner at second base the ghost runner.
The ghost runner. Huh, okay. Can't say I'll be doing that. Mac Mulvey, 1 for 3 with that home run. This one up and in. Mulvey, Rishavi, and Yard. And that one misses downstairs. And Joe, no sign of a bunt here at all from Georgian Bay. Not trying to move that guy over.
Yeah, you're right. I think I would in this situation.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
No, the infielders are playing back, though, too.
Yeah, you might beat one out
Yeah.
if you laid it down.
Mm-hmm. And a new pitcher on the mound defensively.
Or you could work a walk. John Guizdala, a little bit of an open arm question. And we're going to call the blue crew together here. And ball 3.
Oh.
Guizdala, rightfully so. Why are you sending him down? So 3-1. Mac Mulvey. Now it's ball 4. And I don't have to scratch anything out in my
No,
scorebook.
my scorebook's clean.
Rashavi. Opportunity here. 2 for 3. And will he be moving the runners over?
Yes.
People could make a lot of money betting on the opposite side of the things that you and I say.
Well, you got the right part of the order, but I still like the chance of Aiden Yard or Kawagashig. Potentially driving in that run.
Called a strike on the inside corner.
Rishavi 2 for 3 so far.
And that one misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is Mahdi's first look at John Guizdala. And took something off that one from Guizdala. Good changeup, and Rishavi out in front. So Aiden Yard now to the plate. Sack bunt in the 4th and sandwiched around a couple of strikeouts. Strike on the outside corner.
Yard got beat on a rise ball on his 3rd strike call in the 6th inning last time.
And time by Yard. Again, his first look at Guizdala. Valen Mata worked the first 6 and came back into hit, Joe. And I'm wondering, they must have submitted a new lineup card, because the one that you and I got did not have.
I want to see.
Did not have a flex player listed. So the only way that Mata could have come back would have been as the DP.
And they never started with a DP.
Well, like I was saying, there must have been a revision made to the lineup.
Yeah.
There has to have been. Hopper on the infield. They go to 2 for 1, and bit of a hard slide, but popping right back up and coming off the field. That was Mulvey.
Yep.
So Sharamonte, the tiebreaker runner, moves over to 3rd. So runners on the corners now. And they're going to fix up the base over there. And we're going to need some grounds crew work maybe for that base, or no? Craig Scott looks like he's being called out. And are they asking for Craig's expertise to fix the base? Well, he went right over to Thomas Lonart. whatever conversation was that needed to be had was pretty quick.
Well, I think they're asking potentially if Mulvey's slide eliminated the possibility of catching yard at first base.
I don't think you can assume that they were going to make that play. But yes, it was likely related to that. No doubt. So Wade Kiwajishig, an opportunity to put the Georgian Bay Giants in front here in the 8th inning. Cuts at an inside pitch. Big swing, but comes up empty.
Looking for his first hit of the game.
Joe, there's been a lot of guys whose averages are taking a hit here in the championship game. Guys came in with some pretty lofty averages, not so much coming out.
Well.
Foul tip at the plate. 0-2 to Q&G, or 1-2 rather.
Place has gone a little silent.
Mm-hmm. Crowd continues to build.
For an 8th inning, extra inning game.
And that's yanked foul down the right side.
Good quick hands by Kiwajishig.
Guizdala really has slowed the pace down.
Mm-hmm.
That one misses downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 runners aboard. Top of the 8th inning in the ISC 2 championship game.
You have to stay aggressive at the plate with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Took something off of it. Maybe just the drop ball. Looked like Kiwajishig was way out in front. A good job by John Guizdala and the Midland Explorers to shut the door on the Georgian Bay Giants in the 8th. Top of, we'll go to the home half. And again, Midland Explorers, an opportunity to walk off a champion.
How confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data, and they know it. With Armitage Technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business.
Meiti Raishavi with the throw down to second. Taiga Onishi doing some landscaping. We'll get ready here for the home half of the 8th inning. Owen Lukens, international tiebreaker runner. Shane Wark, Paul Miklovic, and then back to the top of the shop for Jesse Cornell.
George and Bay didn't bunt. We'll see what Midland Explorer's strategy is.
Typically, Joe, you usually do the opposite in these types of situations. If they didn't score, then you bunt and try to get that guy over and take your chances with the next couple of batters.
Especially with the home team.
Wark swinging away, and they're going to ask if he went. No, he did. Don't need to ask. Judged to have gone around by our home plate umpire, Tom Keller. Squaring this time is Wark, and nobody at the bag as both the middle infielders went to the corner bags, and coming in from center ultimately was Mulvey, but Rishavy, Joe, popped right out.
Yeah.
So 0-2 on Shane Wark. Called strike 3, the inside corner. Shane Wark can't get the bat off the shoulder. And a big out, Joe, because that's the guy that hit the ball out of the park.
14 strikeouts for Onanishi.
Paul Miklovic tried to bunt his way aboard, Joe, back in the 6th.
Onishi made a great play on that.
Well, he charged in to get it. I might bring the infield in half a step, too. Van Boekel was in. Now he's retreating back. I think I'd have the infield in just a little bit.
Yes, right on.
Fouled up and over the screen. Joe, it's been a real busy day at the park here again, just like it was yesterday. The Legends Tournament got into their playoff round today, so elimination games across the board for the Legends. We had a couple of thrilling ISC games, the ISC 2 championship here. Great day at Caswell Sports Park. That's going to go foul down the left side out of play again. So getting ahead is Onishi one more time.
Two strikes on Miklovic now. You have to stay aggressive. Onishi looking for that pitch to bury him.
They've been effective with the change. And they come inside and try to jam Miklovic.
Good pitch.
77. And had some zip on it. And buries the drop under the hands of Paul Miklovic for the second strikeout of the inning. 15?
15.
Jesse Cornell now at the plate. And
huge strikeouts with that runner at second base.
And would you consider just putting Cornell on and getting the force at any base?
Yes.
He's looking into the dugout for that. And just gave the coaching staff something to think about. Given the comparative batting averages, I think that might have been a play.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it turns out. swings at the first pitch. A good drop on the outside corner. You stay out there, that's a good place.
Big roundhouse swing by Cornell.
Just misses downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Midland Explorers trying to walk off the ISC 2 championship. This is their second opportunity here to do so. Couldn't do it in the bottom of the 7th. Trying to do it here with 2 down in the 8th. In for a strike. Onishi with the sign. Strike 3, got him swinging. Strikes out the side. Taiga Onishi here in the 8th. Overpowering. Okay.
Dreamcatcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Wade Kiwajishig will be the international tiebreaker runner here in the top of the 9th. Joe Todd, Adam Buckner, Andrew Van Boekel, and Cole McDougall on in place of Hayden Hellier.
John Guizdala came in the 7th, and yeah, he's had a few problems, but he's got out of them both times.
Strike to open up to Buckner. Buckner, 2 walks on the afternoon. I guess we're almost into the evening, about 6:38 Central Time. And that one is off the glove and trotting up to third, Joe. That's a big wild pitch there by John Guizdala.
A real plus now for the Giants.
Just need a fly ball, a ground ball, even right at an outfielder scores him easy rather than needing to move somebody. That one's in for a strike, so 1-2
Good
to
pitch.
Adam Buckner.
Good pitch on the hands there. Just ties up his hands. He's going to do anything with it. He's going to stay in the infield. Imagine you'll try and come back there too.
Took something off of it and swinging over the top and out in front. A good pitch from John Guizdala. Andrew Van Boekel, a pair of groundouts. One of them, which was a really good play by Valen Mata at the time. but then singled in the 7th.
4 strikeout for Guisdal in his 3rd inning of work.
And Joe, that was the bunt single, which 50-50 call at first. Chop foul at the plate. Hill United Chiefs arriving at the ballpark.
Visiting. Lost the flip.
Possibly. Flip isn't for another 5 minutes, though, so they've got time. That game originally scheduled for 6:30 was pushed to an official 7:30 start time. Just in the anticipation, Joe, that the games were going to be running long.
Good competition today.
Swing and a miss. Again, Guisdala pulls the string and gets Van Boekel on the changeup. Cole McDougall. You see Van Boekel here will be out on that front foot. An awkward looking swing. Straight up. And that's going to come straight back. And can you get it? Oh, you got it over the screen. Good job. It's about 1 in 50 that actually get over the screen from the stands.
Take them to the local fair.
It's a lot higher than you think when you're trying to throw a ball over a 30-foot screen like this. Cole McDougall came on for Hayden Hellier in the 7th. Hellier had singled. McDougall ran and stayed in the game. Hayden Hellier probably. Here's a ground ball on the infield. Sherman over to Wark and retire the Giants in the top of the 9th. We'll go to the home half. Is the 3rd time the charm for the Midland Explorers, trying to win this for their first ISC 2 championship.
Let's talk about a local one-stop shop. Live Well for Life is just that. A fitness, nutrition, and therapy facility all under one roof. Located at 3878 Wellington Street in Mitchell, Ontario, you can get so much done in just one visit. A full complement of staff on hand include chiropractic, massage, and personal training to get you back to your healthy self. Find them on the web at livewellforlifeinc.com or give
Live Well for Life, a proud sponsor of the broadcast.
Well, Joe, here's a bit of an advantage for Midland here in the bottom of the 9th, too. Jesse Cornell runs very well.
And a smart base runner, too, as well.
Preston Sherman, Tony Wark, and Valen Mata. This is the meat of the order for the Midland Explorers. If you're going to get it done, you're as likely to get it done here as anywhere else. Well hit, deep left field. Sherman got the arm in the air and gone! A walk-off home run for Preston Sherman. The Midland Explorers are out at the plate to greet Preston Sherman, and a 3-1 win for the Explorers here in the ISC 2 championship game.
Congratulations to the Midland Explorers. Preston Sherman coming through in the clutch, driving in the 2 winning runs. to win the ISC2 championship for the second year in a row. No? Oh, that's right, too. So they played each other a couple times, though.
They did play each other a fair bit last year. You're right. But Midland win their first ISC2 championship. The third time is not the charm for the Georgian Bay Giants. Stick with us as we are about to do the ISC2 championship ceremony and then come back for the ISC winner bracket final. Claire Setford, Joe Todd, Luciano Lafrano, Carol Torreste, thanks for being with us. We'll see you down on the field and then be back with us here. One more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for this entertaining ISC2 championship game? On behalf of the International Softball Congress, we congratulate and thank all of the teams that have participated in the 2025 ISC2 tournament. We appreciate the time and the effort that all of you have made in making this championship a success. Thank you. We want to make sure that we also thank our hosts for this year's tournament, Caswell Sports, for their hospitality and everything that they've done to make this tournament possible. Let's give the host committee a big round of applause. At this time, I want to call on Pete McDougall to come accept the runner-up trophy for ISC2. Pete McDougall representing the Georgian Bay Giants. Presenting the trophy is ISC2 Tournament Director Joe Todd. Fellas, please come up as your name is called to accept your individual award. From Georgian Bay, Mac Mulvey.
Rishavi. Aiden Yard. Wade Kiwajishik. Adam Buchner. Andrew Van Bokel. Troy Barfoot. Enzo Sharamonte. Taiga Onishi. Cole McDougall. Ryan Smith. Ty Boyd. Yuya Yamawaki. And Coach Pete McDougall. Starting the game for Georgian Bay, but having to leave, was Hayden Hellier. And let's have a round of applause for this year's finalists in the ISC 2, Georgian Bay Giants. All right, Craig Scott, who are you going to send up to accept the Gord Newman Championship Trophy? John Guizdala accepting the Gord Newman Championship Trophy. Tom Stasic and Bill Birkenpaw are Michigan commissioners with the trophy presentation. Fellas, come on up as your name is called. Jesse Cornell. The champion home run from Preston Sherman. Tony Wark. Valen Mata. Manny Mendham. Jordan Sherman. Owen Lukens. Shane Wark. Paul Miklovic. Winning pitcher, John Guizdala. Kyle Linton. Taylor O'Leary. coach Craig Scott. Congratulations again to the Midland Explorers, the 2025 ISC 2 champions. We'll now do the ISC 2 all tournament. If he's here, please come on out. From the Grass Valley Greens, Mike Ramirez. From the Midland Explorers, Jesse Cornell. We have a team representative here from the Junkyard Dogs, or if he's here, Andre Sokol. The Georgian Bay Giants, Wade Kiwajishik. From the Midland Explorers, Tony Wark. From the Junkyard Dogs, William Shalpus Johansson. Coming out here from right field. Thanks, John. From the Georgian Bay Giants, Mac Mulvey. Also from the Giants, Métis Rishavi. And Adam Buchner, also from Georgian Bay. The all-tournament team pitchers. From Midland, Fallon Mata. From the Junkyard Dogs, Julian Reitzelberg. And from the Giants, Taiga Onishi. newcomer award in ISC 2 is named after Jamie Boyd. From the Junkyard Dogs, William Shalpus Johansson. Our leading hitter, if we have a representative or if he's here, from the Bar Buzz, batting 600, Cody Smith. Not here, we'll make sure we get that award to Cody Smith. The RBI leaders, there's 3 of them. From Midland, Tony Wark. Hang on to that. Tony, leave it. Tony, you leave that there for the photos. Because there's 3 of them, and then we'll make sure everybody gets a plaque. From Georgian Bay, Aiden Yard. And from the Junkyard Dogs, Trent Kress. All of these guys had 7 RBIs. Frank here, guys. Frank. Two more awards to go here. Our ISC 2 Most Outstanding Pitcher from Georgian Bay, Taiga Onishi. And the Bob McGowan ISC 2 Most Valuable Player at the 2025 ISC 2 Championship from Midland, Tony Wark. Folks, let's have one more hand for our ISC 2 champions, Midland Explorers, our finalists, Georgian Bay Giants. And very shortly, we're going to bring you the winners bracket final in the ISC with the Hill United Chiefs and the Northeast Drillers. Thank you.
Called strike 3, the outside corner. They worked out of that. Again. High in the air, Viavazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain. The gloves fly. The celebration is underway.